Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Today, I would like to present my descriptive essay entitled A Traditional Maritime Event in the Rio Island. I chose this topic because I want to describe a unique cultural event from the Rio Island that is closely connected to the sea. I decided to focus on the Jong Race Festival because it is one of the most interesting traditional maritime festivals in the Rio Island, especially in Bintan. I choose this topic because it is not only entertaining but also meaningful. It reflects the maritime culture of the Malay people and shows their close relationship with the sea. I found this topic interesting because it combines tradition, culture, and the beauty of coastal life. My thesis statement is the Jong Race Festival is a lively and colorful maritime festival that reflects the rich cultural heritage of the Malay people in the Rio Island. In my essay, I developed three main points in the body paragraphs. First, I describe the atmosphere of the festival. I explain that the Jong Race Festival creates a joyful and lively atmosphere on the beach. Many people gather there, including local people, families, and tourists. Children run on the sand, while adults watch the race with excitement. This makes the festival feel crowded, festive, and full of energy. Second, I describe the visual beauty of the festival. I focus on the colorful jangboats, which are the main attraction of the event. These miniature sailboats have bright red, blue, yellow, and green sails. They move gracefully across the sparkling sea with the help of the wind. I also describe the blue sky and bright sunlight to make the scene more vivid and beautiful. Third, I describe the sensory details of the festival. I explain the sounds, smells, and physical sensations that make the event feel more alive. For example, I describe the sound of the waves, the cheers from the crowd, and the laughter of the children. I also describe the smell of salty sea air, crude seafood, and traditional snacks. In addition, I mention the warm sunlight and the hot and sand to help readers imagine the festival more clearly. In conclusion, the Jong Race Festival is more than just a boat race. It is a meaningful tradition that reflects the maritime heritage of the Rio Island. It shows the close relationship between the Malay people and the sea, and it remains a symbol of identity and pride. From writing this essay, I learned that a traditional festival is not only a form of entertainment but also an important part of culture and heritage. In writing this essay, I followed several steps. First, I did brainstorming by writing down all ideas related to the topic, such as the colorful jangboats, the beach atmosphere, the sea breeze, the crowd, and the cultural meaning of the festival. After brainstorming, I did grouping. In this step, I grouped my ideas into several categories so they were easier to organize. I divided them into 5 groups: general information, festival atmosphere, visual description, sensory detail, and culture meaning. General information include the name of the festival, the location, and the Malay coastal community. Festival atmosphere include the crowd, children, laughter, and the beach. Visual description include the colorful jangboats, bright sails, the blue sky, and the sparkling sea. Sensory details include the sound of waves, salty air, grilled seafood, and warm sunlight. Cultural meaning include heritage, identity, tradition, and pride. This grouping step helped me organize my ideas more clearly before writing. Second, I made an outline in the outline. I organized my ideas into 5 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, I wrote the introduction by introducing the Jong Race Festival and giving the thesis statement. In the second paragraph, I focused on the festival atmosphere, such as the crowd, the beach, and the joyful mood. In the third paragraph, I focused on the visual description, especially the colorful jang boats, the bright sails, the blue sky, and the sparkling sea. In the fourth paragraph, I wrote about sensory details such as the sound of the waves, the smell of salty air, grilled seafood, and the warm sunlight. In the fifth paragraph, I wrote the conclusion by explaining the cultural meaning of the festival and why it is important for the people of the Riau Island. Third, I wrote the first draft. In this step. I turned the outline into complete sentence and paragraphs. I developed each point into a full description. At this stage, I focus on expressing my ideas clearly and making the essay complete. After that, I revised the draft. In the revising step, I improved the descriptions by making them more vivid and specific. For example, in the first draft, I only wrote the boats move across the sea, but in the revised version, I changed into the boats glide across the sparkling sea like colorful birds dancing on the water. I also improved simple words into more descriptive language and added more sensory details to make the essay more interesting. Finally, I added the essay by checking grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and sentence structures. This helped me make the essay clearly, smoother, and easier to understand. So that is all about my presentation. Thank you.